Nick Rudder for IDSCarCare.com. RaggTopp is the leading manufacturer of convertible top care products. First, rinse the top to remove loose dirt and debris, and then spray RaggTopp fabric and vinyl cleaner all over the surface of the convertible top. Then, use the RaggTopp Premium Convertible Top Brush to agitate the cleaner. Work it in very thoroughly, paying special attention to any stubborn stains. After you've worked it in, allow it a few seconds to dwell, and then simply rinse it off using a strong jet of water. RaggTopp is the only company that's endorsed by Hartz, the leading manufacturer of convertible tops. This is step one for cleaning and protecting your convertible top. Once you're completely finished, use a Glacier 1100 drying towel to dry the top, and then give it a couple hours before you proceed to the protection step.
We're back. It's the second day. We've allowed the top to completely dry.
Because that's important. So yesterday we applied the RaggTopp fabric and vinyl cleaner. That's step one.
Exactly.
You need to thoroughly clean the top, and that's especially true even if it's a brand new vehicle. If you just picked up your new Camaro off the showroom floor,
Exactly.
you still need to clean it. So there's no excuse.
Right. It's to get the dust out of it, to get everything, so that the protectant can actually adhere to the fabric and not to what's in the fabric.
Exactly, because dealerships, they apply all cheap spray-on washes, and you don't want anything on that top because the fabric protectant otherwise will not properly adhere. And that's also why it's really important, if you can, wash the top on, let's say, a Friday, and then treat the top on a Saturday.
Right. Or if you're in a state that isn't Florida, where it rains every day, pretty much, a little 5 minutes here and there.
Yeah.
But if you know it's going to be sunny, you can actually do this in the morning, the cleaning part of it, leave it in the sun all day. So now it's really dry, do it in the evening, then park it in the garage, let it dry overnight.
And then boom, apply the protectant. Because
Yeah.
the protectant, convertible tops, one thing we didn't touch base on during the cleaning aspect is these are expensive.
Very.
I mean, if you bust this mirror, you go on eBay, 60, 70 bucks, you get a new mirror, right?
Yeah.
But this top, I mean, you're not only spending a fortune buying the actual top, but
Right.
you have to find a shop that installs these.
Yeah.
You don't go to Andy's repair shop to get a new top installed, do you?
No, not at all. I do a lot of things myself. This is something I wouldn't do.
That's where I draw the line too.
Yeah, exactly.
So by the RaggTopp system, it's inexpensive insurance to keep this protected so it looks new and
Right.
so it performs as intended, and you don't have water leaking into your car.
Exactly. And, this one is color matched, roughly, to the car, but it's a red top. A black top, it's going to go gray over time.
Yep.
The red actually goes pink. I'm wearing a pink shirt, but
I say peach.
Yeah, peach, but I wouldn't want my top being pink. And, beige tops go white as well. So you want to keep that color that you've paid so much for.
Exactly.
And the UV protection in the RaggTopp products will do that for you.
Yeah, and like we mentioned yesterday, or when you're watching this, 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
This is right there on the can, tested and endorsed by Hartz, the world's leading manufacturer of convertible tops. So they are the authority in convertible tops. And
Right.
they say use RaggTopp.
Exactly.
So anyway, Ivan, you have a unique way of applying this, which, no surprise, your unique way of doing everything. So generally, Joe Schmo at home will take the fabric protectant, and they'll take the cap off. You want to shake it well, obviously, and they'll just start spraying it on here, and they'll walk away. But Ivan, being the detailing efficiency expert, he has a unique method that involves the RaggTopp Premium Convertible Top Brush, which, if you recognize this is what we used yesterday to clean the top. Now, he's going to show a unique method for using this brush to actually work in the protectant into the fibers of the convertible top. One thing I want to note, though, is this brush needs to be clean and dry
Exactly.
before we do that. If
Yeah.
your brush is damp from the day before or earlier that day, then you're working backwards. So the brush needs to be completely dry. And Ivan, we also have the can gun equipped to the can of fabric protectant. We sell that as well. And that makes it a little bit easier than using your finger, your pointer
Exactly,
finger
yeah.
to press the
So
trigger.
definitely it makes it a lot easier, and you get better control, and you don't get the drips on the end of your finger if your finger's just a little too far on the trigger. And
Exactly.
yeah, so
Exactly.
the other thing you need is some form of protection. Now, for us, small top, we're not doing a lot of it. You don't want this staying on the paint, on the glass, etc. It can go on the paint and glass, but immediately wipe it off with a slightly dampened microfiber towel. And I like to use a an instant detailer or something like that
Yeah,
on the drying towel?
I got our high gloss detailing spray here.
Oh,
so
perfect, yeah.
We'll hit that, and it's important to do that. If you're outside, do it right away. But try and avoid this outside anyway, because if there's any overspray, then
Right.
it can be messy and you're wasting product, right?
Yeah, wind is not your friend when applying this.
No. So Ivan, I'll let you show me your method, and this convertible top is unique because it's small. If you have a larger vehicle like a Mustang or a Camaro, you'll have more seams.
Right.
And it's really important, especially when you apply this, to treat the seams
Yeah.
extra attention, because the seams are more likely to start splitting and cracking than the main stretch.
Exactly.
But this is pretty easy. We picked an easy one.
Yeah, and it does have one little seam here, but not too many.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, I'll let you do your thing, and I'll stand here and watch.
Excellent. So the can, we shook it up before turning the camera on, so
Yeah, shake it well.
shake it well.
Yep, I'll go over
18 to
this side.
24 inches away. And another thing the can gun allows you to do is hold it vertically a lot easier than with the can.
You're right. It's only a few bucks. It's well worth it. You've done that before, haven't you?
Once or twice. I've owned convertibles for the last 30 years, so
I've had two now, and I can't imagine not having one. And you'll notice that with this small of a vehicle, he pretty much cut the top in half. He's doing the passenger side first, and he's applying a uniform coat.
and then using the brush, we can work it in to the surface. And then you allow 10 to 15 minutes to dry.
So I'll take care of the overspray, Ivan, while you're doing that.
Yes.
I'll just set this here. So there's a light mist of overspray on the surrounding painted surfaces. Not a big deal. I've got McKee's 37 high gloss detail spray. I'm simply going to spray that on. And I'll spray some on the towel too for extra lubrication. And the overspray will wipe right off. And high gloss detail spray can be used on paint, chrome, glass, not going to harm any of those surfaces.
Now that Nick's got this side taken care of for the overspray, I can go with the brush. So we'll work it in with the brush. So instead of it sitting on the surface, now it's hitting all aspects of the fibers.
Now, I've never done it this way. Can I try?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Let me go clean up the
We'll
overspray on the
trade.
other side.
So just like this, huh?
Yeah.
This is actually the same motion that we used when we cleaned it.
Yes. Now, just letting it sit on the surface is actually not a good thing. You want to work it in one way or another. If you don't have the brush, you can use, or this specific brush, you can use another brush, but this brush really is designed for the purpose. And also, you can use something like a glove, etc. But you don't want this direct on your hands.
No. And I'll tell you what, this is a really nice brush. You know, if you're like me and you trade cars frequently, if I did not have a convertible, but I had this brush sitting in my detailing shelf, you can use this brush, I mean, for leather, you can use it for upholstery, use it for your tires, for the face of your wheels. This is a really, really nice brush. So don't think that this is going to be a one-time purchase where you're spending 25, 30 bucks on a brush only to toss in the back of your detailing supplies corner in your shelf and never use it again. So really nice brush.
Yeah, and it's ergonomic. You
It is, it is.
People look at it and go, oh, it's a round brush, that's funny. But no, it's actually very nice to hold on to. So there we have it. First coat is on. We're going to need to wait 10 or 15 minutes until it's dry to be able to apply the second coat.
And they recommend a maximum of 3 coats, which when you buy the can, I know this from experience, a Mustang is a relatively large convertible.
Yes.
You're not going to find too many convertibles, modern cars that are larger
Right,
than that.
yeah.
It took me one entire can to apply 3 coats on my Mustang.
Exactly.
So a small car like this, you could probably get 2 Fiats
Yeah,
for one can.
Exactly.
So.
We had a Jeep previously. The Jeep took us 2 cans.
Okay, yeah, you got a lot of surface there,
Right,
the
yeah.
back, the sides, yeah. So just to give you an idea of how much you're going to use, and in terms of the cleaner, I believe we used about half a bottle.
Yes.
When we cleaned it first.
Yeah.
So we're going to let this dry for, like you said, 10, 15 minutes, and then when we apply the second coat, you'll notice that we're going to go in the opposite direction, so it forms a cross-linking real
Exactly.
durable shell of protection.
Yeah. Then once we're done that, it's going to take roughly around 12 hours for the micro bonding to get in there and attach itself to the fabric, and then you're good to go.
Stopping by the garage.
Thank you, sir.
For more information about RaggTopp, visit idscarcare.com. We have the complete line of RaggTopp convertible top care products, Jeep care products. They have a leather care product
Yes.
for your interior. And if you have a back window, that's a vinyl material.
Yeah.
They'll restore that as well.
Exactly. And that's a great product to use.
Yep. And if you like videos like this, click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Take care and God bless. All right, time for you to apply the rest.